You're listening to Behind the Light. This is
Lofty.
I'm Gemma, and together we are the founders of Essence Wellness.
Yes,
So,
we are. What do you want to talk about?
what do you want to talk about? You're asking me today.
It's been birthday, hasn't it?
We've just been away.
Been away.
Fishing.
Back. Oh, yeah, of course, fishing.
Fishing. Yeah.
Fishing here and there.
Well, everywhere actually.
Everywhere, yeah.
So we actually had, like you said, we've had some really, really good feedback, haven't we? Like from our episodes. But people really enjoyed listening. People enjoyed listening to the aesthetic stuff. I don't think it was the aesthetic stuff that people enjoyed listening to. People actually enjoyed you being a guinea pig and listening to your experience. I don't think that that's very good, because actually, like, you
doesn't portray you very well,
no,
does it?
It doesn't portray me very well. It makes me out as if like I'm somebody that likes inflicting pain.
Sometimes I used to think that, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't. And you know what? Every time I inject one of my
All your patients love you, eh? It's just me that gets it, doing it.
But every time I inject one of my patients and they go, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, or they make a noise, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Lofty would be absolutely turning his shell inside out now, wouldn't he?
You definitely are my worst person for pain, though, without a doubt.
I strongly disagree.
No, I
strongly disagree.
No, you are definitely the worst. You were definitely the worst by a mile. Now, whether people are just holding it in because they put on a brave face, but
I'm braver than Lofty. I'm braver than Lofty. I'm braver than Lofty.
Well, they all know, because we do talk about
I love it how the height of your conversation while you're injecting all that into them. Yeah.
And you know what? Some people actually say, right? So
Lofty was right.
No, well, yes, some of them do actually. But some people actually say to me, they'll actually say, "Has Lofty had this?" Well, they don't say David, because I tend to call him David. But they'll say, "Has David had this?" And I'll go, "Yeah," and they'll say, "What did he think?"
What does he think of everything?
So yeah. So honestly, people, especially if they're having it for the first time, they'll go, "Has David had this?" We do talk about it, because I suppose when we think about from an aesthetics point of view, right, there's a lot of things that I can't treat myself with everything.
No.
I really can't.
But you go to medical professionals.
Well, yeah. So I go to professionals, either colleagues or actually sort out people who haven't been somebody that I've known, but I've followed and I've gone to treatments with them.
Research just like they do on you, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. But because I can't do some things to myself, obviously I need a guinea pig. But there's things that we have tried, I've tried new treatments, I've tried new protocols, a new way of doing things, and some of them cut the mustard and make it into clinic, but some things don't. So that's the whole point of you being a bit of a guinea pig, is you help me practice, you're always my model for everything.
I don't like where this is going, eh?
No, but
you're putting me right off.
No, but you are, because if I'm not happy with the results, or how many different toxins have I tried on you?
All of them.
Well, yeah, we have, and I've never used Bocatua, because actually I didn't like the longevity on you. So because I didn't like the longevity on you, I haven't never used that. And you're just one person, and I could have used it on somebody else and it could have been grand, and it worked a treat, but it was the longevity for me. I didn't feel like I got as long a results as I did with some of the other toxins. So this is, do you know what I mean? That was the one I use at the moment is Nuceiva, and you had that twice before I even merged that across into the clinic. Do you know? So this is the thing.
I'll be totally honest with you. It's the toxins it's the ones that are already made up
that sting, and they're by the same company.
Horrible, absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
so, and then the saline that you use, when you make it yourself, is a totally different experience.
Yeah,
totally.
So I was talking to somebody about that in clinic this week, because actually, so when we make it up, it is off license. Make it up with something called bacteriostatic saline, and it's got a little bit of alcohol in it.
Oh, right, okay.
And the
alcohol. I got a bit woozy.
So the alcohol aspect of it is what almost creates a bit of a numbing effect. So it doesn't numb it,
But
but
I was going to say, you can't numb it that fast.
No, it doesn't. But that's what takes the sting out of it, because it's almost like a little bit of a numbing agent, if that makes sense. That's how it works.
Get onto New Silver and just say, look, that's the stuff you use because you're toxin shit.
No, that's who. So New Silver New Silver comes like.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. That's the one I use now. The one that you had the other day.
The one that's already made up?
No, that was Relfides. That's the new one.
So
that was Relfides. And obviously, a couple of years ago we used Illusians, which are by the same company, but they're both made up just with sodium chloride. So that's what makes it stings.
They can't sell much of that shit, like.
I don't think Illusians did very well. So they've changed. Relfides it's still botulinum toxin A, but they've changed a little bit the makeup of it, which is then why I'm going on training to learn a little bit about it. But obviously, like, you put me off wanting to do that for anybody else. I talked about Relfides with somebody the other day and they went, do you know what, I don't think I could have this if it was like, I find it a little bit stingy as it is. They said, I don't think I could have that when I was telling them what happened with you. So yeah, so you have been my guinea pig. And so the eyes.
It's always been my eyes.
But that's the biggest thing for most people. So the eyes, because the skin is much thinner around the eyes, that is the place that most people will start to see aging first. So we have over the years, I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years now. So over the years, I know that fly's flying everywhere. So over the years, we've tried many different treatments around the eyes, and you've always had really good results.
Yeah, but it wore off really quickly though, didn't it?
But it's not very, I don't know that it wears off quickly. So, I mean, obviously we've used the toxin for like the movement, the crow's feet. We've used skin boosters, we've used polynucleotides. I think actually polynucleotides came after your surgery. We've used surgery, but we've used radiofrequency microneedling.
Oh my god.
I know you didn't like the pain of that, but I'll tell you what. I think that is a good story to tell. So,
what, with throwing the balls at you?
No, you didn't throw my balls at me with the radiofrequency. No, you didn't. So, well, we kind of did. So, didn't I get the machine? And obviously, so I had purchased the machine, so I'd already committed at this point, and I'd purchased the machine. But you were the first person that tried it on. And I said,
no numbing cream.
Well, yes, I said
it's a bit nippy. No numbing cream.
So what we did,
oh my god,
we did half of your face, didn't I put numbing cream on, right? And the other half we didn't. So while that side was numbing, we started on your other half of your face because I wanted to see if I was going to need to numb people for it.
Oh my god.
How many times? Because obviously, like radiofrequency microneedling, the needle goes in and it emits radiofrequency waves, which are quite hot. I was going to say warm, but they are quite hot. They are nippy, aren't they? And it emits radiofrequency waves. So how many times did we go in before you went, nah, not doing this?
Not doing this.
How many times?
Wasn't many.
2. I think it was 2. And you went, I think there was some effy words that day as well. And you went, get me that fucking numbing cream on the side of my face.
Well, that's gone.
So we put the numbing cream on that side of your face, didn't we? So that you now had. And
There's that much trauma gone on. There's that much trauma gone on in the last 8 years, right, that people don't know about. I forget about half of them.
Yeah.
You know that.
So we did, but then as we were doing it, you were like, I mean, I've got to be honest, you did look like you were having a stroke. I mean, and I actually tell people, right, I actually say this to people, if you had to procreate, we wouldn't be having, like, the world would come to an end because you couldn't, like, I mean, that has got to be the most painful treatment I think I do. And I don't like the word pain, it is eye-watering and it is...
There is quite good results come from it, to be honest.
Yeah, so we got to the end, I mean, after you were like... That's like what you were doing. That's like what you were doing going through it. And you got to the end, you went, I'll never fucking have that again, right? And then...
And then you put it over my nose, eh? When you put it over my nose, oh my god, and fucking wrong there.
Oh, the top lip. Yeah, that is really eye-watering. But...
Eye-watering?
A few weeks passed, and you said to me, Gemma, when can I have that again, didn't you?
Yeah, it was quite good, but I've never been back.
Yeah, you've had it one more time.
Well, I came back for more of that.
You did, because you've seen how good the results were, especially around your eyes, because we did get some real tightening around your eyes. But
that was pre-surgery.
Pre-surgery. So I remember right at the start of our relationship, obviously you said you've always been bothered by your eyes, haven't you?
Yeah, because I had a canopy coming over the top of me. I had like some skin coming up in onto my eyelashes, didn't it?
You did.
Obviously,
and it got worse and worse.
The pictures see all the pictures as the thing.
Yeah, it did get worse and worse. But that was the thing. You always
remember I was working 80 hours a week, and I was just a slave to the steering wheel at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So you always said to me you wanted surgery on your eyes.
I whined about my eyes constantly, didn't I? How tired I looked.
So a couple of years ago, was it 2023? I think it was, wasn't it? It was August 23 actually, wasn't it? So
you tied it in with some training, didn't you?
I did. I was going up to do some Illumia skin training.
Yeah,
so you went and had a blepharoplasty. So I tell you what, why don't you tell people what a blepharoplasty is first? Because most people wouldn't know what a blepharoplasty means.
Getting your eyes circumcised.
Okay, I will put that into terms.
I've got Jewish eyes.
Jewish eyes. Oh God, what? I can see it now. Like this is going to end up.
I've got Jewish eyes. I've been circumcised. You'll see the skin. You'll see the skin.
This is going to end up on some anti-Semitic.
No, it's not. They get John Thomas chopped off, don't they?
Anyway, so what a blepharoplasty actually is, for people that don't know,
getting your eyes circumcised.
It's not. It is having some skin removed when you say you had like that canopy over the top of your eyes, so like you had a bit of skin removed so that actually you could see, because I mean it was like blocking your vision a little bit, wasn't it? But you always had.
I've got the tops and bottoms on.
Yeah, you did, because you can.
Like you say, you'll see the pictures before, and then you'll see the pictures after as well.
I love that you keep doing this.
Because that's where the pictures are gone.
How many times are you going to have me putting pictures in?
There's a lot of pictures to put up on this one, isn't there?
Well, there is the amount of times that you keep doing this. You're really making my editing job really hard today, aren't you?
Yeah. But wait and see. I got done by John Travolta as well.
So do you want to tell them who John Travolta is?
John Travolta. Everybody knows who John Travolta is.
Well, not that
he's an actor, and an actor who drives jumbo jets as well, doesn't he? And in my little head right there, if he can drive a jumbo jet, he can do surgery as well. And you'll see here, that is John Travolta in my little head anyway.
So you look like John Travolta.
Very, very. Yeah, he was a double ganger, honestly.
They were really good, weren't they? In the clinic. Yeah. Who was the Katrina? Yeah, she looked after it all the way through, didn't she? And she did all your follow-ups and stuff.
It was weird though. It was a weird experience, that one. Like,
so where did you go for your surgery?
Glasgow, Cairn.
And it was Signature Clinic.
Signature Clinic. Is it still going?
Yeah. They've got clinics. They've got multiple clinics. But you
they really looked after me.
You went to Glasgow. It was Dr. Ahmed who.
Is that who done the surgery?
Yeah, he was called Dr. Ahmed.
Oh, John Travolta.
Who did your surgery? And he does about 800 a year, doesn't he? That was like, because when we had the consultation, that was one of the things that we were asking, because we wanted to make sure it wasn't something that like. People do a lot of health tourism. They go abroad, and
you wouldn't.
I'm not dissing anybody going abroad, but there's a lot of horror stories, and sometimes you just do not know.
Don't get it wrong. You get some people who's been and they've had a really good experience.
They have, and they've had some amazing results. But it's so tricky to know. Like, I think sometimes it is really, really tricky, and I think what scares me now is, so there's lots of people go out to a place in, I think it's in Amsterdam, and this clinic have got a really good reputation, but I think what frightens me is people go out and they fly out, have the surgery, and they come back in the same day. And can you imagine? So like we went to Glasgow, and
we know we're only 3 hours away at the very most.
So we went to Glasgow and we did go on the train, but we were together. So like, you know,
you bombed us off. You went on a course and left me, Tilly.
Yeah, but I came to pick you up at the clinic. You didn't have
that
to
makes
make
me feel a whole lot better,
you
doesn't
didn't
it?
have to like, do you know what I mean? And I guided you because your eyes were a little bit blurry at that point. I mean, you did have top and bottom, but like your eyes were a bit blurry, and we went. So you know, I guided you back down, like you know, we sat and stuff.
I freaked out a little bit when it all started weeping down the side of my face, and that was a lot.
You said one of them bled a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you did get a bit of bruising on that side, didn't you?
But what was that spray that you had that we put on? Was it Clinicep or something like that?
Clinicep, yeah. Afterwards.
Absolutely. Just don't touch it. Just spray it on.
Keeping it clean. Yeah.
The good bacteria in, hasn't it, to heal really quickly.
It's hypochlorous. That's in it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so hypochlorous is actually what we clean the red light bed with.
Ah, right, okay.
But yeah, that's what it was. It was hypochlorous.
You just spray it on.
They did give you like
a care package, yeah.
A massive care package. There was all sorts in there, wasn't there? I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. You had antibiotic eye drops, you had oral antibiotics. They give you
gauze
sterile gauze to clean it with. They give you an eye mask to help with swelling, to put in the fridge. There was other stuff in there as well, wasn't there? Steripods.
And I couldn't believe the results 24 hours later, mind you.
Yeah. Oh, it was really quick. So like I think the first 24 hours were probably the worst. There was a bit of pain once the local anaesthetic had wore off, wasn't there? But then the next day, and it was really quick, the healing.
It just got better, and within 3 days.
Yeah.
Like I say, you'll see all the pictures, isn't
yeah.
it? Within 3 days.
Because we took pictures every day, didn't we?
And then like at one picture, I thought, wow, I look quite good there, like that.
Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it?
And then.
But then what happened, David?
Well, it was your idea to tie it in.
No.
It was your idea to tie it in with going away with the lads to Benidorm.
No, it was not my idea to tie it in.
Every year we go away.
Every year?
Yeah.
No, that was not right.
Well, I didn't go last year because...
That was the first year you went. Never mind, every year I go to Benidorm. That was the first time you went.
Because I couldn't go last year, could I? Because you fucking roped us into this.
Well, yeah, that's fine. We had lots going on last year. But...
but we got to Florida though, didn't we?
Oh, that was already booked. Do not blame me, right, for you going to Benidorm. What was it, a week after?
You said I would have been alright.
No, I didn't.
I did, I looked alright.
But what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
The heat kind of reacted with us.
And now to do with alcohol. Yeah. So the heat and the alcohol, and then what happened?
My eyes swelled up.
You look like you'd been stung by a bee, didn't you?
Yeah. But post surgery, the lads didn't have to take the piss out of us at work, like.
Why did they take the piss out of you?
Well, they're calling us Kim Jong-un, weren't they?
Why were they calling you Kim Jong-un?
I'll let the photos speak for themselves.
Right, in all seriousness though, the swelling did take a bit. When you went to Benidorm, even when you come back, the swelling did take a little bit of time to go down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have that before you went. I mean, obviously there was a degree of swelling, but it was like... But yeah, you didn't have that when you went, but when you came back and they were really swollen when you were away, and they did dampen down a lot, but that swelling actually took a few weeks, didn't it, to properly settle down again. And it's obviously that inflammation, like thinking about how that was affecting it's like that lymphatic, do you know what I mean, the lymphatic drainage and everything. But yeah, they were quite swollen. When you've got your do's and don'ts.
I had one night out with the lads and spent the next 3 days in bed with a ice pack on my eyes.
And when you've got your do's and don'ts, probably going abroad on holiday.
Well, I think it was 10 days or something afterwards, wasn't it? It wasn't a week, was it?
But when I think about it, so like if I'm doing if I was doing fillers in the clinic, right? I wouldn't.
Don'ts and don'ts after surgery.
Yeah. Well, if I was doing fillers in the clinic, I don't do them if somebody's going on holiday in 2 weeks after. For that reason, because obviously fillers can take a bit of time to settle down. You do get a bit of swelling afterwards, but obviously the heat, the especially if it's abroad on a plane, you've got, do you know what I mean? You've got that, I can't even think of what the word is I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's just
Bit of
felt
brain fog.
really, really, really swollen, like, and like,
Yeah,
it was horrible. Well, they were a mess, to be honest.
yeah. So
Absolute mess.
that's not something that I would recommend even post procedure with me, never mind like post surgery. Yeah, but looking back, I mean, if you look now, like your eyes are absolutely amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so many people come into the clinic and they still ask, and quite a number of because again, when I'm talking about people's eyes, I'm always realistic with them about what I can
Expectations.
achieve. Yeah,
It's expectations, isn't it?
Because there's certain things, you know, like they'll come in and they'll say, right, I want this or I want that, or what can you do? And sometimes I'll say to them, look, what you're looking for isn't something that I'm going to be able to achieve.
A lot of people think you just stick eye filler in, don't you?
And or Botox and it doesn't.
Can't shrink them.
It doesn't. And if you've got lots of excess skin, I mean, the only real thing, I mean, even like the radiofrequency microneedling, it's skin tightening, but if you've got lots of excess skin, it isn't going to take that away. So I am honest with people and sometimes say, I think you'll be better off with a blepharoplasty. For the amount of money that you're going to spend, the results that you're going to get, you could be disappointed with them. So there is quite a number of my patients have been and had blepharoplasty since then. Because and then people will say that they're still thinking about it and they'll ask to see photos, because you have had such an amazing like the aftercare from Signature Clinic was amazing.
The procedure, you're wide awake when they're doing it, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird because all you're seeing is, you know, in operating theatre you've got that big circle bright light, haven't you? And all you can see is just the white light through your eye. You know, when you're like, you're just sleeping, you look in the thing and you can see the
put them
brightness.
drops in as well, I think, into your eyes. I think
What's that for?
I think that the drops that they use when you're doing that, I think that they're like a anaesthetic eye drop.
Whatever it was, it stung. Or was that the blood? I think I bled a bit because I was...
No, I think that they use like anaesthetic eye drops. I think. I mean, this is
the injected us.
That as well. But it's not my it's not my area of expertise.
No,
I can
whatever
remember.
it was, because it stung because it was horrible. It stung like mad.
Wasn't I telling your story on my aesthetics page at the time? And loads of people thought, because I'd gone to do training and you come back with your eyes like that, loads of people thought I did. I got loads of messages asking me if I was going to be doing that, and I'm like, no, not in my treatment room. I mean, that's a proper, even though you're awake,
there was 5 people in that. There was 5 people in that room.
It's a proper, like, that is a proper surgical procedure and needs to be done in a proper sterile theatre. Proper surgical conditions. I mean, that is surgery.
Like you say.
Whether it's under a general anaesthetic or a local anaesthetic, it is full on surgery. But loads of people thought I was actually going to be offering that treatment.
The £1,000 course, eh? Imagine doing that course for £1,000.
Honestly, yeah, they did. But
yeah. So, post result took years off that, I think.
Yeah. It just looked good. Yeah.
Years.
So, that kind of wraps up that story. Should we have finished with our curbside crack? This is your favourite aspect, although last week you didn't really want to participate because I wouldn't let you tell the story because I wasn't there and neither were you. So let's come up with a story that you've seen.
Let's come up as if I'm just going to make it up.
Well, they're not. No, they're not. They're not made up stories. That's why I wouldn't let you tell the one last week because neither of us were there. So, come on, you love this one because like you do actually quite like working in the clinic for the crack. So,
I'm going to send you the photo. Put the photo on there of the car that parked outside the other day.
Is that the best one that you can get?
No, I'm just going to say this is what we've got to put up with.
Right. Okay. Do you want to tell?
What about the poor old woman?
Yeah, because we're making this out, right? And we're making this out, and people are going to be like, "Oh, this is going to be a good one," and then they're going to be dead disappointed.
Yeah, she was with a large blue badge and all, like.
Right, go on then.
Well, you know the rectangle boxes outside?
Yeah.
It's quite a big space.
They are quite big, aren't they?
Quite big.
Yeah.
And anybody can park. Well, most people can park in them without any kind of obstructions allowed. And the lad, I felt sorry for him. He was just reversing in, like any normal person does. Next minute, beep. What's that? Beep. And this guy was about 7-8 foot away from this car, this old woman. And she's beeping at a horn like mad at him. And to the point where he gets out and like to see if he's hit her, even though he's 8 foot off her. And she's going, I need room to get out, I need room to get out. He goes, love, I've got a camera up back in my car. I goes, I can see you, but I need room to get out of here. Thinking, oh my God.
And I'll tell you what though, I mean, I wasn't there for that one, but I'll tell you what, I often sit outside and I've got my
You cringed,
oh,
don't
I
you?
do, because people like sometimes like people are like this far.
Like the guy who parked that car.
Honestly, like sometimes they're this far off a bollard, sometimes they're this far off the car, and I sometimes think, oh my,
It isn't that, it's when they open the door on the bollard, you can see it, it's right there beside you, you just whack your car right off it.
Yeah, like so there has been quite a few near misses outside there, but yeah. No, but that one wasn't a near miss. That was like a...
That wasn't a near miss, but it was just funny. I was thinking, oh my God, people are like for there, like, I need to get out of here. I'm thinking, oh my God, you got all the room in the world.
Yeah, they are quite funny.
Some of the stuff you say on here is hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it is. And you know, I feel, right, that when you're not here that often, to be fair, but I feel the days that you're here, there's more happens when you're like at the reception desk than whatever happens when I'm at the reception desk. Do you know that? You have loads more cracks than I do.
I'm just better crack in general than you.
Whatever.
I am?
Whatever. Anyway.
So I'm wrapping this up.
I'm wrapping this up.
Can I go home now?
You can go home now. I'll allow you to go home.
Oh, cheers, mate.
You've been up early this morning, haven't you, fishing?
I've been fishing.
Yeah. You're
tired. Where are we going tomorrow?
Fishing. What are you doing? What are you doing for the first time tomorrow?
It's my boat's maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage. You're very excited about your boat's maiden voyage, aren't you?
I'm going to catch some big pike.
So maybe you can tell a story about your...
Yeah, you said you wanted to do a podcast on the boat, eh? Yes, you did. Yeah, we'll record a podcast on the boat.
No, you said that.
No, you said that.
You said that.
I said, why don't you come on the boat? And you went, we could record on there.
No, I didn't.
See, stop telling lies.
I definitely do. I don't want to go on the boat.
I don't want you to go on the boat because you'll knock my ambience up.
Exactly. I don't want to. I've got travel sickness, a sea sickness. I don't want to go
Take
on the
me to
boat.
car.
Yeah, I will.
Even though it's flat calm.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to Thailand, Dave, love, because you're going to be green, eh? Every trip.
No,
how many ferries have we got to get?
Just 2.
Why have you found road trips, eh?
No, so it's from Langkawi to Koh Lipi and Koh Lipi to the mainland. We've got 2.
Are you recording that?
I'm dreading it. I'm not going to lie.
The podcast after it'll be funny.
I'm not going to lie.
But you know fine well it's going to be rough when they give you a 6-bag on wing.
Well, because when we go from Koh Lipi to the mainland, we've got 2 options. The first option...
Helicopter.
Well, I have looked at it though, haven't I? I have looked at it. It's a few more £1,000 than we can afford. We need you to come and use our clinic so we can afford that. So it's, we've got, there's 2 options. We've got a 6-hour ferry, but they call it a ferry, but it's not a ferry, it's a freaking speedboat, right?
Is it one of them big engines on that are about that wide with a great big V8 on back of it?
Honestly, it's a speedboat, it's not a ferry, so we can get that from Koh Lipi to Krabi, right, for 6 hours. And I watch them on TikTok, and I am not joking. It is filling me with dread. Oh, it really is. Do you know what? This travelling sounded like a good idea until it's getting closer and closer.
Is Woody and Donna going multi-station, or are they just going one place?
I think they're just going to Phuket, I think. Or we can go from Koh Lipi, I can't remember to the place it's called, but it's an hour and a half. But then we have to get a car. It's like a little minibus, but it's more like a car from there for 4 hours. They just look like quite a nice minibus, and some of the roads are really good. But you know, it's like this, isn't it? Like Thailand, like so.
You're riding shotgun.
Yeah, honestly, it's.
Yeah, you're probably saying, can I drive?
That's not a bad idea.
Can I drive?
Because I think they're right-hand drive as well, aren't they?
You can't mind.
I think so. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Car hire. I'm going to look into that. What you have... Do you not think? Okay. Anyway, we've properly
It'd be
digressed.
better to buy your own car
We've-
in Thailand, and then if you damage it, you don't care because
we've
damage
pro-
out over there.
We've properly digressed from anywhere where we would normally be on this podcast. So yeah, let's wrap it up. You've been listening to Behind the Light with
Lofty
and Gemma, founders of Essence Wellness. If you are enjoying our podcasts,
like and subscribe. Join the revolution.
and that is it for this week, and we will see you again next week.